Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I thought I would do a full face of first impressions using one brand, and that brand is Natural Collection. Now this is a really affordable brand you can get at the drugstore. I've never tried any of their products before. I have a full face worth of makeup from Natural Collection. When I bought this makeup, I was a lot paler. A couple of days ago I did fake tan, and it's been really sunny in the UK recently, so I've got a little bit of a tan on my face, and my cheeks here and on my nose and on my forehead have gone really pink because I'm a little bit sunburnt. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I will zoom you in a little bit closer and let's get started. Right, so you can see I've got a little bit of pinkiness on my cheeks here and on my nose. I'm a lot tanner than what I was in the last video. At the stand at the shop, they didn't have any primers, so we're just going to go straight in with foundation. And this is the Natural Collection Shine Away Foundation. It doesn't have a shade on the tub, but it's bound to be a lot lighter than my actual skin. And this was $2.99. I'm just going to use my Real Techniques sponge and apply this to my face. Oh, look how light that is. Now when I went to the stand, most of their shades were quite light anyway. They didn't have any for like darker skin or like tan skin. It was mostly like really white, porcelain, ivory, you know, really light skin tones. I'm not sure that I like this foundation at all. I'm going to try applying this foundation instead with this Real Techniques buffing brush because I feel like it's not doing anything with my beauty blender. No, it's not working. I think it's because I didn't have a primer on. It's like separating on my face and it's moving around. So we're going to wipe this off and try again after I've put on the primer. Right then, so let's start again. I'm going to go in with this MAC Prep and Prime primer. So this time my skin is primed. I'm going to get another dollop of the foundation, beauty blender. Let's try again. No, you cannot use a brush with this foundation. It just moves it around like crazy. This is so frustrating. The more I blend, the more it's coming off my face. It's like as soon as it dries down, then that's it. You can't move it. You can't touch it because it will go patchy and crazy and come off your face. Try to just my fingers. Do we see this? That's crazy. It's like beaded up on my hands. Okay. Right, I'm going to give this one more go. I'm going to use a tiny little amount on my beauty blender because I feel like this is the best way to do it. You can't use your fingers, you can't use a brush. Beauty blender is the best way to go. Face is primed again, the same MAC primer, and we're going in again. That's that side done. I'm not going to touch it now. I'm going to let it dry. That side's done. Again, I'm not going to touch it. Let it dry. Let's do the forehead. I feel like this is as good as it's going to get. I'm still mega patchy at the top of here. I've tried adding some, you know, blending it. It's just not working, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So this foundation, big no-no. Next we're going to go in with this Cover Up Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. I want to do one side at a time because I knew how quickly the foundation dried. I feel like it's just gone. And it's taken my foundation away. I don't get what it's doing. Wherever I put this concealer and like blend it, it's just taking away all of my foundation. And it's just blending away to nothing. I'm going to try to use my finger. Am I doing something wrong? I don't understand. Right, so again, concealer, bust. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the foundation and just try and cover up what I've just done. Oh my god, I hate it. I actually hate it. I have to take it off. It goes on, but you just have to know when to stop. Because if you don't stop before it goes crazy, then there's just no going back. There's no repairing it. You can't repair it. You just can't do anything with it. And then like you put the concealer on over the top and it's like exactly the same brand as concealer, so it should work together, but it's not, and it's really frustrating. Right, so I'm giving up on that matte primer now, and I want to try Maxfactor Facefinity All Day Primer instead. Hopefully this will work a bit better. There we go. What's this? Take 4, I think? I do really want this foundation to work, but I just feel like it's not going to.
So patchy.
I've literally used I've used this primer, MAC primer, and now I'm using this primer. I've tried it without primer, but look, it's just not even wanting to blend.
It's like you can see all your pores and everything.
I know, look how cakey that's going.
Yeah. Should I try it on my face?
This is the 4th time I've attempted to put it on my face.
4?
Yeah, the 4th time.
Doesn't work on my, it's going patchy, look.
So I have given up trying to use this foundation. I just can't get it to work for me. No matter what I do, how many times I do it, no matter what I use, what primer I don't use. If I don't use a primer, I can't get it to work, so I'm going to pass on this. So instead, I've just quickly put on some e.l.f. Poreless face primer and some L'Oreal Infallible foundation in the shade 11 Vanilla. Next, we're going to go in with this Natural Collection concealer. This is in the shade Fair, so hopefully it works now. I'm putting loads on, look, and then I'm blending it, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It just seems to be blending away. No, this concealer again is just not working. It's just removing my foundation from my face, spreading it all around. It's blending out to basically nothing. It's making me look really cakey and just ugh. So we're just gonna stop before it goes crazy. Next, I got this Natural Collection pressed powder in Natural, and this is my Sigma big fluffy brush. That seems to have set my face, but it also has seemed to have added a bit of colour and a bit of cakiness. This isn't going very well. For bronzer, I found this bronzer. This is the only bronzer they had. This is the Sun Tint Bronzing Powder in Sunshine. This is the only one they had on the counter, and it's got little flecks of glitter in it. I'm just going to take my Sigma F40 large angled contour brush. Trying to bronze my face up a bit more so it matches my body. It's quite blendable. The shimmer isn't actually coming off onto the skin, which is nice. I actually think the bronzer's alright. I think it's fine. Lovely, something that works. Woo! Right, next I found this blush. It's in the shade SugarPlum. It's quite a nice mauvey blush, and I'm just going to take my Real Techniques blush brush and just pop this on my cheeks. So the bronzer and the blush, good so far. Woo! Now let's do our highlight. I couldn't actually find a highlighter, so instead I got this eyeshadow in the shade Barley, but it's broke. So we'll have to be really careful with this. And I'm just going to take my Real Techniques fan brush, gently dip it in, and just go put it on my nose. If you can hear people in the background, it's my family, they're down on holiday. Please though. I mean, for an eyeshadow, it's quite a nice highlighter. Next we're going to do our brows, and I got this Natural Collection brow kit. It doesn't have a shade, but it comes with a wax and a powder. It comes with a little spoolie and a little angled brush. I opened this earlier. It was super hard to get into, and I actually put my finger in the powder. Horrendous. I'm going to take the little spoolie that it comes with and just comb through my brows. Then I'm going to take the double-edged brush and just go into the powder first. Right, so now we're going to do eyeshadow. I couldn't find any eyeshadow base, so we're just going to go straight in with the eyeshadow. I got this little duo eyeshadow in the shade Mink and Sable, and I've also got this other eyeshadow that we used for our highlight in the shade Barley. I'm probably going to use the bronzer in that as well. So first I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush and go into the lighter shade of these little two, pack it on, and then just go all over my lid. There we go. Next I'm going to go in with this little pencil brush. It's the So Eco dual ended brush. I'm going to go in with a little pencil side. I'm just going to go in with the bronzer and just dip it in, and this is going to go in my crease. Granted, I am using bronzer to go in my crease, but it's not really showing up. Okay, so this didn't really do much. Next, I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush again and into the darker shade of this duo and go in the crease with this. See what this does. So, next, we're going to go into the single shadow on this Eco Tools. This is the flat brush. Pack that on and then go all over the lid. Why not? This eyeshadow is slowly turning into a loose pigment. Every tap I do, it's breaking up more and more. Natural Collection doesn't have a setting spray, so I'm just going to take this NYX Matte Finish setting spray and just spray my Eco Tools brush. And I'm going to go in with that golden highlighty shade again. Hopefully this will give us a bit more pigment. I'm going to go in with the bronze shade again, the bronzer shade on my Real Techniques brush, and go into the crease just to blend out that golden shade. I'm going to take that bronze shade in my lower lash line as well. I mean, I know I'm not fantastic at makeup, but this is just taking the biscuit. Next, I'm going to go in with this Natural Collection mascara. I mean, this is natural. And lastly, for lips, I'm going to just go in with this Moisture Shine lipstick in Figleaf. Looks like this. Nice nude. Strange colour. I don't know. So this is the finished makeup look. I don't know. I mean, I like the brow products, I like the mascara, the eyeshadow not so much, blusher and bronzers alright, foundation, concealer, big no-no, and the face powder's a little bit hit and miss. The lipstick colour's quite nice, feels very moisturising, I quite like that. Considering this makeup is so cheap, it's alright, but like, don't go out your way to go buy it. Overall, this is the finished makeup look. Let me just zoom you in. So thank you all so much for watching my video. I hope you all enjoyed this epic fail of a video, but you know, hey ho, these things happen. This is why we have trial and error videos like this. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment down below of future things that you want me to do and makeup brands you want me to try out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!